Hey everybody, this is a dining room chair, one of the high-end ones, okay? We enjoy it very much, but here's something that happened to this one. The whole thing comes off. Hit unglued. Not a good thing, so I'm going to show you how to fix it. So here comes the parts list, what you're going to need. Now you're going to need a drill, okay, to drill the holes for something that will hold them together, a dowel. Now the thing about a dowel, and what I like about this drill bit set, is you can stick this thing into the hole of the drill bit that's going to work. So I'm snug right there, the largest one. So that's a 3/8, and I might have to wiggle it a little bit around so I can fit it in and put glue around it. All right, so this is probably just a little bit bigger than 3/8, which is good for me. I like bigger ones because they don't snap that easy. I'm going to use a Dremel tool with a cutting blade on it to actually cut the dowel. You need wood glue. All right, and definitely a drill set that's going to handle the wood. All right, now it's preferred that you have a piece of chalk to mark. Once you get it in one side, you can mark where the hole's going to be on the other side. I do not have chalk, so I'm going to show you what I do. Now, what's going to determine the depth of your hole is going to be is how much wood you have on the bottom to actually drill into. So if this was to drill right here or right here, you have plenty. You want to be in the center as much as you can. Not in a joint. So don't be in a joint anywhere. You want to be in the center of whatever piece of wood that you're doing. I don't like going to something that narrow to the outside because you don't want to split. So this looks like the best part, but we got to make sure the wood is up there. So what I do is I take my finger, and be careful of the staples here, okay? Is there wood, and how much wood is in there? That wood is only this thick. So you want to be sure you don't drill all the way through that. This looks like plywood, or feels like it might be plywood, so you want to be careful not to damage what's out there. I don't feel any holes here. There's two holes right here, and I wonder if screws were in there because there's holes down here. I wonder if there was some kind of screws. So what I'm going to use is actually use these holes, because it looks like there's holes up here on all four. There's holes here, and they're probably on all four. I don't know if there's screws in there. There's definitely nothing. That hole is all the way through. You can see all the way through. So what I do here is I put tape on the bottom to stop the glue from dripping through. All right, so I'm just going to use those holes. And got to make them a little wider. And oh, by the way, hey, they're already marked up here, which is really a big plus. No chalk needed. Now I determined about 1 inch. Now the width of this is what I used. So I just held it there, marked, 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 and marked. That's 4 pieces that you need. 1 for each corner. I'm not putting 2 in each corner. I don't think it's needed. So 1 for each corner. I'm going to put a bead of glue all the way around. All right, and wood glue requires it to stick a little bit. There's fabric here, so the wood glue should go through the fabric. Up here I'm pointing. Okay, so there's fabric here. The wood glue should go through that fabric and hit the wood. So if it doesn't, oh well, it's going to be held by the dowels over here. Time to cut the dowels. So do it the best you can. I'm going to use Dremel tool. If you use anything to cut with, make sure you have eye. Now, I cut them. All right, what I did here is I drilled too deep. And if that happens to you, and you don't feel like drawing another hole, or you can't drill another hole, then you're going to have to cut another piece long enough to go in there and protrude out enough to go into the top of the chair, or the part that goes on. So right now, there's probably a 1/2 inch or so, or less. They're not all the same. I'm not a machine doing this, so I'm just a human. I might have to, they're protruding up about, I'd say 3/8 of an inch or so, which is adequate for that. Now I'm not trusting these holes on top of this match these, so I'm actually going to get something that's going to mark the top. I was going to use glue, just put a dab of glue on top of it, set it down, and then the glue will show up on this, and I know where to drill. And I might do that anyway, but first I'm going to actually put drill in these holes and set them down. Now what's nice about this, it's sealed up the bottom. So I'm just going to put a drop in, or I hope a drop comes out. There it is. All right, just like a drop in there, and that's it. All right, set the glue down. It's not one of those glues that's going to dry where we save some time. And you're going to take this and mash it down. That glue is going to be enough to do its job. It's going to seal, and it's going to do that. So once you put the top on, you may want to drill, make sure they're going to line up. Put the glue in that, or even a piece of glue on top of this, a drop on top of that, and then set it down. But you have to make sure that seat sits all the way down onto this wood. So if your dowel is holding it up, you might have to drill some more. So I'm going to let these dry so they don't pull back. Well, I put a dab of glue on top of each one of the dowels, and then I set this down using the curve here as alignment on the top, and set it straight down, and you see the marks that it left. Okay, right there, and this one's on the plastic, which is not going to be very good, but I'll figure it out. I'll probably just measure straight across from this one and get a really good judgment of where that's at. Or I could do it again. Well, the first one that I drilled, it felt like it just lunged all the way through. Luckily, I didn't go through the fabric underneath. I was off my lap when I did it. Okay, so just be careful with that. Do wiggle it around, pry it, because it has to be a little bit wider. And then I did it over here on this this guy over there. Took my best guess. All right, so all of them are done. It is a very thin piece of wood under there. It's probably not even a ½ inch. All right, so it went right all the way through. So you're not going to be able to use the top. You're going to have to kind of drench the top of the dowel over there with glue and then put it in. So what I did is I have it on there dry. There's no gap underneath, okay, which is really nice. That's all the way through anyway. It's just to make sure all the pins lined up. So right now they are lined up. I'm going to take it back off, put my glue on, put it back down, and it'll be set. Just put it in the dining room, and by the time somebody sits on it, it'll be dry. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually, I have it on a tripod so I can show you. All right, drench the top, let it come down the sides. Hey, it's going to all glue on anyway, so just drench it and let it come down the sides. So I'll do that on all 4 of them. All right. What that does is get on the sides of the dowel, so I'll hold it in there. All right. Now, like I said, I have these 2 things that I'm lining up. So that's these curves right here. So line them up and set it straight down. Jiggle it and push down. And there you go. All right. So let it sit, and in fact, I'm going to sit on it. I see I got a lot of sawdust in my wheelchair, but that's fine. All right, put some weight on it and let it dry for a while, and then you can put it back in the dining room, or you can just take it in there. Be careful with it. Don't grab it from the cushion underneath, and you're all set. Hey, that's how to fix a chair, the dining room chair. Saves you some money. Take care. Bye.